Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. तो इसमें हम बात करेंगे अभी आज 7 मार्च का करंट अफेयर्स जो कि रेलेवेंट होगा यूपीएससी के पर्सपेक्टिव से, और इसमें बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हम कवर करेंगे लाइक रशियन वाइल, सोशल मीडिया, रिमूवल ऑफ स्पीकर, India's women workforce and women's digital access. So all these topics are important for UPSC perspective, right? And you can see over here Russian wild issues and social media regulation, removal of a speaker, India's women's digital divide. So all these topics are covered under GS paper 1, GS paper 2 and GS paper 3 respectively, and it will also useful in essay paper and UPSC interview also. So all these topics are important for you even if you are preparing for PCS examination. Definitely it will be very helpful to you, right? So let us start from first topics, that is Russian while, and it will be used in GS paper 3 and especially in part of economy and international relation. So firstly I would like to discuss the background. So after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Western country imposed economic sanctions on Russia, right? And these sanctions restricted Russian oil exports to Europe and many Western markets, right? So you can see whose result is, as a result you can see Russia started selling oil at discounted price to a country like India and China. Okay, and before 2022 India imported very little oil from Russia. Okay, and after the war you can see, or you can observe, Russia became one of the India's largest oil suppliers. Okay, so India is buying Russian oil, right? So firstly, I would like to highlight energy security. India imports about 85% of its crude oil, and it is a cheap Russian oil, okay, and which help in reduce the import bill. Now, lower price. Russia offers oil at discounted compared to global price, and India also follow a policy of independent foreign policy, which does not completely follow Western sanctions. Okay, so here concern is pressure from Western country. Okay, and like United States and the European Union want to nations to reduce Russian oil purchase. Okay, so payment mechanisms, if you talk, definitely sanctions on Russian banks created problems in international payments, right? So you can observe this thing in very systematic manner. Okay, now next thing is sanctions on Russian banks created problems in international payments, and you can see there is a geopolitical risk also. India must balance relation with Russia, Western country, and you can say global financial institution, whatever there are. ठीक है, उसके बाद जो है कुछ यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे कुछ इशू जो कि स्ट्रेटजिक ऑटोनॉमी से रिलेटेड है in foreign policy. Okay, so India try to maintain relations with all major powers without joining any bloc. Okay, for example, you can okay, so over here you can relate, or you can write one questions. Okay, so question, write it down. Discuss because it is helpful in mains, you can say. So write it down. Discuss how India balance energy security and geopolitical pressure in the context of Russian oil imports. Now, second topic is social media, which will be useful in GS paper 3, that is international security and technology. Okay, so what is the importance of social media? So social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. May play a major role in communication, politics, and information sharing. So all these create serious governance challenge also, and there is a major issues, that is first thing is fake news. So many false information spread rapidly, and for example, during the election, or you can say communal tensions, there are many fake news. Okay, so second thing, misinformation and propaganda. Okay, so foreign actors may influence public opinions. Okay, next thing is hate speech. So social media sometimes spread communal or violent content. Okay, data privacy. So user data may be misused by company. Okay, many times you will be called by company and your data will be hacked. Okay, so you must be very aware about it. Now next thing is government regulations. So what government can do over here? So India, especially if we talk about India, definitely India should regulate social media through the Information Technology Act 2000. Okay, and Information Technology Rules 2021. So under these rules there is a requirement. So these rules requires grievances officers, content removal, and accessibility of message. So there are debate also. So two important principle must be balanced. Okay, so that is the freedom of speech protected under article 19 clause 1 clause a, that is national security. Government must prevent national security, or you can say harmful content. Okay, so for UPSC perspective, there is a digital governance. Okay, and information regulation. So under this topic you must cover these topics in detail also. Okay, you have to research on this topic and move forward. Okay, now next is of a speaker. Removal of a speaker, and this topic will be covered under paper 2, GS paper 2, that is polity. So firstly you have to understand who is the speaker. So the speaker presides over the Lok Sabha. The current speaker is who is the current speaker? Just let me in the comment sections. Okay, so functions: conduct debates, maintain order, decide money bills, and apply anti-defections law. Okay, so function of a speaker is conduct debates, maintain order, decide money bills, apply anti-defection law. Now what is the constitutional provisions? So the speaker can remove under article 19, okay, 9 sorry 90 1994 of the constitution. So removal procedure, if we talk, definitely a 14 days notice must be given. Second thing is a resolution for removal is introduced in the Lok Sabha, and third thing is the resolution must be passed by majority of members present and voting. Okay, So this is important and you have to understand all these things. Now, what is the important rule? So during the debate on the removal of motion, the speaker cannot preside over the house, and instead the deputy speaker presides. Now, the speaker is expected to be politically neutral, but sometimes controversies arises regarding decisions under the anti-defections law. Is it clear? So this is important, and you know, and okay, so this is important. Next topic is India's women workforce. So this will be covered under GS paper 1. So you know, there is a current situation. India has a low female labor force participation rate, and that is low, FLFPR, compared to many countries. According to survey like periodic labor force survey, women's participation has been improved but still faces many challenges. Okay, so these are the challenges. uh, Reasons for low participation: social norms. In many areas, women are expected to focus on household work. Now, lack of safe transport, safety concerns limit employment opportunity, a skill gap. Many women lack to access to training, and unpaid works are also there. So, women perform large amount of unpaid domestic labor. So what should government initiatives, what? Okay, so some major programs include like skill India mission, beti bachao beti padhao, and mudra yojana. So these aims to create increase women's economic participation. And why women's employment matters? So uh, uh, definitely women's employment matters because uh, there must be economic growth, poverty reductions, gender equality, better social development, and studies so that increasing female participations could significantly increase India's GDP. Definitely. So, women's digital access, that is covered under GS paper 1, that is social issues. So, divide a digital divide. A digital divide exists between men and women, urban and rural areas, and many women do not have access to smartphones also. So smartphones, internet, digital education, all these things are there, are gap between women and men. Okay, so that is how we can say there is a digital divide. Okay, so what problems will be created? So first thing is limited internet access. Women are less likely to own smartphones. Social restrictions are there. So family, society restrict internet usage for female. Okay, now next thing is lack of digital skills. Definitely there is a lacking of digital skills in for in female. Women often lack training in digital tools. Even they fear from this thing, and that's why there is a lacking of digital skills. Okay, now next thing is government programs. So India is promoting digital inclusion through Digital India, PMG, PMG Disha, and these programs aim to improve digital literacy in rural areas, right? Is it clear? So this is important. Now next thing is, uh, there are many programs by government, like Digital India, PMG Disha, and all these programs aim to improve digital literacy in rural areas, focusing on female, और you can say girls. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीज़ है. तो अब इसका इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है? डेफिनेटली देयर आर इम्पोर्टेंस, many importance. Improving women's digital access definitely can help in education, online jobs, entrepreneurship, financial inclusions, and in all these sectors in which definitely, if there is a accessibility of women's in this field, definitely this will be very helpful for female also. So what we can conclude over here? So definitely, uh, all these topics will be very challenging, okay, in today's India's, and like energy security, or if you talk about energy security versus geopolitics, definitely it will be covered under this topic, right? So next thing is digital governance and regulation, social media, and the next thing is parliamentary functioning, like a speaker removal and appointment and all these things. Okay, so whatever the by the way, parliament chapter is extremely important. You should cover word by word. So under this topic, definitely there will be question in UPSC examination, even in PCS examination, not only UPSC and PCS but other exams also. So this topic is very important. Now next thing is gender equality. So gender equality in economy, definitely there will be women workforce, okay, and